it's important to understand how Pakistan had tried to take a step at mediation this time around. We've seen late into the weekend how the Iranian delegation had appeared in Islamabad, as well as the US led by J.D. Vance. It was important, almost 21 hours of direct talks, and of course the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shehbaz Sharif, was there to greet both of the sides as well, including his team, also the General Asim Munir. He was also there alongside Ishaq Dar, who is of course the Foreign Minister and Deputy Prime Minister in Pakistan. They tried their level best to understand what were the woes between the two sides. I want to ask the following question with John Dalton. It's important to understand what this ceasefire really meant. We didn't see J.D. Vance coming up in prior negotiations between the two sides. This time around, he did give some. He tried to, even visually, his last statement in Islamabad before leaving, he was seen very annoyed, to say the least. I want to ask you, what's your assessment of this talks over the weekend?
Well, I'm not surprised that they were not able to reach an agreement, because the very same issues that started this confrontation back in February are the same ones that are on the table now. Straits of Hormuz, the uranium, and the reparations. They want Iran was asking that the money which is being held by foreign banks, that it be released to help pay for their reconstruction. But normally negotiations are based upon a recognition that there's a need to come closer and closer together by exchanging ideas and working to resolve outstanding issues. It's usually not stated that they refuse to accept our offer, as if the United States was a superior party dealing with some smaller country, and that therefore they should have been willing to accede to the United States' wishes and just roll over and give the United States whatever they wanted in a negotiation. And that, of course, I think that most of the people in the world, and maybe Norman will have a different opinion, maybe the U.S. feels differently, most people feel as if the United States lost this battle, whether they lost credibility, whether they lost partnerships, whatever they lost, the United States is not seen as having secured a victory over Iran. And maybe just because people love an underdog, but the fact of the matter is the United States, with its bully boy tactics, has not succeeded in Iran as Trump hoped that they would. Bomb them into submission, end the civilization. So I think going into the negotiations, the United States had a false sense of superiority. And it's not surprising that it only ended in one day. Normally, if you're going to have negotiations, they'll go on, concessions are made, and so forth. So this was a rapid fire discussion about what the positions of the parties might be. None of them are really negotiators in the sense that they don't come from the State Department. I mean, J.D. Vance has nothing special in his background to say that he would be qualified to engage in these negotiations. And Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff are just guys involved in real estate in New York.
In the social media, people have commented saying that one is the son-in-law, of course, another is the golfing buddy of the U.S. President.
That's their whole claim to fame. Now, Jared is a clever guy, but he still has no experience diplomatically, no experience in negotiation. So sending this crew to talk to high-level Iranians when they feel so empowered to simply impose their will on Iran may not have been the best strategy. So I'm not surprised that it ended somewhat quickly. I hope that there was some communication that opens the door for further negotiations. That'd be nice. And hats off to Pakistan. Hats off to Pakistan for having convened this session. They share a long border with Iran.
Yeah.
You know, Baluchistan right there is so, and I'm
almost
sure
1,000-kilometer border.
Yeah, then so for them it was in their best interest also to make sure, because as I said the other day, millions of refugees are crossing over the northern Iran border into southern Pakistan, in Baluchistan. And this is going to create a destabilizing effect in the region.